The only way that women can stop you is through bullying. And if you allow yourself to allow them to bully you into submission, okay? Now, again, women have tried to bully me out of talking about this subject. Women, their only weapon is bullying. It doesn't matter how old they get. Women are always going to try and bully you. That is how women attack. Bullying is their weapon of choice. Women think that they can go online and talk crazy, and that's going to get me to stop putting out my work. They think that they can send me threats from anonymous emails. Bullying does not work on me, because bullying signals that you're a coward. And because you can't get your life in order, you want to go after the person that does. A lot of women, you let women bully you. Just admit it. You're hiding in your closet. You go outside with a sweater on and a hoodie. You hide. You're not even sure if you want to wear lip balm to work. That's how afraid you are of bullying. Right? Now, I'm not here to put anybody on a high chair and feed anybody baby food. So anybody who puts in the comment section, any type of comment, victimhood comment, I'm going to block you. Because this is not a trauma bonding channel. This is not a channel or an environment for women to come together and bond over trauma. I don't believe in that. This is a channel where you take in the information and you apply it to yourself, and you go out in the real world and you put in the work. This is not an environment for me to put you on a high chair, ma'am, or for me to encourage you to keep playing small, or for me to encourage you to hide yourself, or for me to encourage you to hide and not show up in the world. This is not that type of channel. I don't believe in that. That would make me a hypocrite if I encourage that. But what a lot of women are going through is, you got bullied, ma'am. You got bullied, and you got bullied bad. And as a result of that, ma'am, you're regressing. You're regressing. Every time you look at your life, another year has passed by and you're still in the same spot because you allowed a negative experience by women to cause you to hide. Most women, I don't allow women to bully me. Like I've said before, I don't allow women to bully because most women are not even the maximum version of themselves. Most women are showing up in life halfway because you're still, traumatized by the bullying that you experience. And now you think you're going to come and bully me, the person that's actually showing up. I'm always going to show up. No one's going to bully me out of anywhere or anything. I will take it. I will accept whatever the attack is. I will take it. I will deal with it. I will heal from it. But I'm never going to stop showing up, though. And that's what I encourage women to do. You never stop showing up, no matter what. You conquer, you survive it, but you never stop showing up. But the thing is, women stop showing up. And when they stop showing up, now they want other women to stop showing up as well. That's where the projection starts, right? I was very disappointed yesterday when I saw the comments on that video. I was disappointed. I had to block a couple of people because it really, I put so much into trying to help people see themselves differently and to not allowing people to waste their life. I want people, both men and women, to rediscover who they are, their power, their confidence, and their talents, and to push that to the forefront. But that video, it really discouraged me when I saw the comment section, because it started to make me think, are women learning from what I'm saying, or are you just listening because it sounds entertaining? Are you actually applying what I'm saying, or are you just listening to it because it sounds good? Because a lot of women have a habit of, women are mass consumers. Women will listen all day, put me on replay all day, and still go out into the world and do the same stuff. When I saw the comments of the video, the comments were flooded with fear. It was a lot of excuses, which I found weird because what does etiquette and elegance have to do with bullying? Etiquette and elegance is how you show up. Etiquette is how you talk to people and being respectful, which is something that a lot of women have a hard time with, knowing how to speak to people. That's a challenge for a lot of women. That's why they don't make the best bosses, because they have an attitude problem. But etiquette is knowing how to show up in the world and knowing how to speak to people. Please, thank you. Stepping out of the way when somebody is walking by you. Southern hospitality, knowing how to respond to people in a manner that's appropriate. But I've noticed that anytime the subject of etiquette, class, poise, polish comes into play, it triggers a lot of women. It triggers them because it's almost as though I think we've all come to the conclusion that there will never really be any solidarity amongst women, right? It's unfortunate, but there will never be solidarity amongst women. That's why I said I'm not a girl's girl. I'm a grown woman's woman and a grown man's woman. I'm all about adult, mature people who want to show up in life and be the best version of themselves. I'm not for men and I'm not for women. This is not a women empowerment platform. This is a platform dedicated to have everybody ascend, because I know girls doesn't exist. So I would never subscribe to that because it's not real. The biggest enemy to a woman that's trying to get somewhere is going to be other women. So I would never subscribe to girls talking points because it's not true. The woman that is trying to be her best is the woman that's going to get attacked the most by other women. So I don't subscribe to girls because it's not real. But what I will say is it's shocking to me how much other women are really scared of other women. Like really fearful to the point where you don't even want to try in life because you're so scared. And I get it. Women can be very aggressive with their attacks, which is why, again, it's so much hypocrisy, because women will comment like on my last video and say, I don't want to wear my hair like this. I don't want to be polished. I don't want to do this and that because of what women are going to do. But then when I go online and I say women are not harmless and a lot of women are dangerous, you shred me for that. So you don't want me to say that a lot of women are hostile and can be dangerous to other women. But then when I talk about elegance and polish, you're telling me you don't want to do it because of other women. So which is it? I always say that in this life, a lot of women are their own worst enemies, because it's a lot of split thinking happening. It's a lot of lack of accountability happening. It's a lot of self-hatred happening. And it's a lot of projection happening. You not showing up as the best version of yourself because you're fearful of what other women will do to you shows that there's some therapy and healing that needs to be had, because it's one thing if women did what they did to you, and I think we've all had our fair share of the hostility of women. That's one thing, but it's another thing if your life is stopping as a result of what they did. So bullying can cause a lot of people to regress in life if you don't know how to transmute. If you haven't mastered the art of transmutation, then bullying is going to stop you from being your best, ma'am. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, women will bully, ma'am. I don't know what to tell you. It's not going to stop, and it never stops the older that you get. But you can't say that you're not going to show up as the best version of yourself because of the bullying. That doesn't make sense. The problem is women live in a perpetual state of fear. And that is why I say that I don't allow women to bully me. I don't allow women to put fear in me, because women fear life. Women will fear showing, some women won't even show their face That's how afraid they are of the world. They hide behind burner accounts. They're petrified, terrified of life, terrified of reality. That's why they stay in relationships with horrible men, terrified of being alone. But then you're going to let women bully you when they're scared of their own reflection? That doesn't make any sense. When you allow bullying to cause you to not being the best version of yourself, now we have a problem, because you're no longer moving in caution, you're moving in fear. That's why a couple of months ago I was posting a video and a woman commented and said, "Oh, why are you posting this video? You're teaching women fear." I said, "Ma'am, I'm not teaching women fear. I'm teaching women caution." Most women would never go online and show their face and talk about what I'm talking about. Most women would not have the courage to go online and be a beautiful woman and show their face in front of thousands of people, knowing how completely aggressive women are to other women, and talk about my talking points. But again, women always want to feel like they can relate to you, right? So saying that I'm teaching fear because she lives her life in fear makes her feel like we're on the same level. I don't teach fear. I teach caution. I teach for women to be careful. I teach women to pay attention to what they're doing to make sure that they don't get caught up. But I don't teach women fear because I don't believe in living in a perpetual state of fear. I believe in living in freedom. And to say that you're not going to be the best version of yourself because you're scared of what other women will do to you shows that you're not living in freedom. You're living in fear. And if you're living in fear, nothing good will come out of that. And if you want to live in fear, ma'am, all the power to you, but don't live in fear and start bullying and bothering other women who don't. Those are the women who hide behind fake profiles and bully me online. You're living in fear. You have a fake profile. You're too scared to show your face. You're scared of the world. You're scared of your reflection. You're scared of wearing heels. You're scared of wearing red lipstick. And then you come online and you think you're going to bully me behind a fake profile. That is the real definition of fear. I'm not teaching fear. I teach caution. I teach accountability. I teach self-mastery. I teach confidence. I teach loving yourself. I teach connecting with God. I don't teach fear. But what a lot of women are doing is the bullying that they've experienced, they're allowing the bullying to take precedence over the progress that they can make. And essentially, you are allowing what other people did to you to cause you to not show up for yourself. And because you don't show up for yourself, me teaching women or telling women, encouraging women to show up for themselves is what's bothering you, because you don't show up for yourself. And that's how women are. However they are, they want everybody else to be that way. That's why it's difficult when it comes to having friendships with women. It's very hard because women want us all to be the same, and that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. We will never all be the same. But women want us all to be the same. So the fact that I'm telling women, hey, step out there, get yourself out there, love yourself, be confident, show up, God is with you, pray, say your Psalms, God will protect you. Because you're too afraid, you're mad that I'm telling other women to show up. You don't like that because you want women to keep hiding like you and to keep being a bully like you. Most women who hide are also the bullies, by the way. They don't show themselves because they know what they do to other women. I don't bully other women. So I never have fear to show myself. But a lot of women who are scared of showing themselves is because they know what they did to other women. They know how much they bully and create fake burner accounts. So they're trying to hide because they don't want what they do to be done to other women. And I'm not going to say some women. I think that people here are mentally competent enough to understand my messages. I'm not going to keep saying some women, most women, some men. I don't talk like that because you have to have a certain level of pedigree to be here. I'm not going to talk like that. I'm not going to pad my messages or talk in kid gloves. You know what I mean. But, ladies, that fear, listen, I understand, okay? I understand why you would be apprehensive. I know what women do. I know how far they will go, okay? I'm not discrediting or dismissing your feelings. I would never want you to think that I'm doing that because I understand. However, it's not an excuse to live your life in hiding and to not show up for yourself. There's a woman that literally commented, I had to block her. She commented and said, oh, well, thank God I'm not that girl. I don't want to, because I don't want to have to go through what that girl goes through. Being that girl is really just being the maximum version of yourself. So you're saying that you're happy that you're not the maximum version of yourself so that you don't get bullied. Essentially, you're another woman who's living in fear. You live in a perpetual state of fear and victimhood. So you're basically saying, I don't want to be the best version of myself because I don't want to be attacked. And those are the same women that go online and attack other women who are the best versions of themselves. It's like you can't win, right? Which is why I tell women to push themselves anyways, because bullying in the community of women is never going to go away. Women will usually always be bullies. It doesn't matter their age, race, they will always bully. So you saying that you're not going to show up because you don't want to be bullied, ma'am, even if you're hiding, they're still going to bully you. That's how women are. They bully. Whether you're hiding or showing up, you will get bullied. So you might as well just show up and be the best version of yourself, because they're going to bully you even if you're hiding. They're still going to bully you. Do not forget to sign up for Life Monopoly. Okay, we have 6 months left until 2026, so this is definitely not the time to play any games. Life Monopoly is probably one of the favorite courses I've created, because in this course, we are going to discuss every single part of your life that needs your focus. Life is like a pie. There's the financial aspect, there's your romantic relationships, there's your friendships, there's your spirituality, there's your self-introspection. And the problem is, since we were in school and college, we were never taught the pie method when it comes to life and how we need to focus on each and every part of our life evenly. We got 6 months left, so this is not the time to waste. Get your life together with the Life Monopoly Masterclass. Finance Boss. Are you feeling like you cannot keep up with your finances? Your savings account is really dry. It's looking really dry. You don't know where your money is going, and you simply can't keep up. First of all, we're going to talk about the spirit of riches in the Finance Boss Masterclass. Yes, there is a lot of spiritual reasoning behind how money works. There's a physical aspect and there's a spiritual aspect. And in this class, we are going to discuss both to make sure that we get you financially where you need to be with the mentality that is necessary to keep your finances in order.